Hey David, doing my journal for YouTube. Sorry about. I'm waiting on myself to come to make better videos and stuff like that, and nothing's coming. Just been a bad day, bad week, bad weekend, bad weekend. And one thing I'm learning in life: nobody has to like me. I only have to like myself. And today I reflected. I just got done for 30 minutes about my life and that nobody has to like me. I only have to like myself, and I'm fine with that. But some days it's like I'm a nice person and I like being nice, and people take advantage of that. And sometimes it bothers me. Like this week, people are destroying stuff of mine, and I'm done with it. I'm going to call the cops from now on. I'm going to report it. And sometimes I think, like, people's trying to get me kicked out of here. And I talked to my brother. He's called us out a few times. They never called him back. This was years ago. And they never called him back, and so I don't even know if it was an actual thing. But I don't go outside anymore because I just don't want to be bothered. And I'm trying to quit smoking, so that's a struggle. If anybody has any pointers, I'd appreciate it. But um, I'm learning. Nobody has to like me. I only have to like myself. I have to be fine with who I am. And some days it struggles because I'm just a nice person, and sometimes I get tired that people take advantage of it or belittle me, say things loud enough for me to hear it soft. No, I never said that. We never said that. And I'm fine with that some days, but this was just a bad week, and I'm going to start calling the cops. And like I said, I've heard things, I've seen things, and what's funny, I let it get to me, and it's not their fault for their fault. It's my fault because I let it get to me. That it doesn't mean I have to be nice to everybody. I can choose to who I be nice to, and that's what I'm choosing today. I'm not being nice to these people. I'm fine with that, and I'm just being neighborly. So, and one thing I struggle with is my mindset. I've gotten a lot better with it, being mindful and being mindfulness. Being mindfulness, I learned to be mindfulness a lot, but sometimes I get out of it. Like one stupid stuff happens, but I'm fine with that. But I'm learning the more I practice it, the better I get. And I'm on my spiritual journey, and it's being challenged the last few weeks, last week, since last week, Thursday or whatever it was, Tuesday or Friday, I think it was. I think it was Friday. It's been tested, and I'm learning. I'm grateful I go through it because it teaches me that I can deal with stuff better than I can. I used to because I couldn't. I was so full of paranoid and overthinking and afraid of people. Now I really don't care, but I'm learning. The more I go through, the better I'm getting, and it's learning. I'm learning to be. It has a name. I forget what the name's called, but it's called. It's basically the love of fate. That means being love what you're going through, and I'm learning to love what I'm going through because I'm learning I can deal with more and more when I go through it. So at one point I couldn't, and I'm like, wow. And where I live, I don't. I like it because it's a nice location. It's just the people don't get along with each other, or me, and they target it all on me because the one thing I'm learning is to have empathy and passion for people, but I struggle with it sometimes. I don't know how people do it, have empathy and passion all the time for people that do things to them. Like people doing things to me, and I try to have empathy and passion, but I struggle with it. And I journal, and sometimes my journals are all negativity, so it makes me worse. And I'm doing this now to make me feel better because it's positive. So I got to work on when I do my digital journaling for my own digital journaling. It's more positivity and negativity because I'm learning to try to get away from negativity, and I've gotten better with it. I do struggle with it, but I've gotten better with it. But there's no need for me to even care what people think because I'm the only one that matters in my life. Because I got to go to bed with myself. I got to get up with myself. I'm the only one that brushes my teeth. So I'm learning to be fine with who I am. I can actually say for a change, I love myself. I do love myself today. I care about myself. I take better care of my apartment, and I got to tidy up. I don't have to clean much. I just tidy and things I got to get rid of. And I'm like I said, I'm just being neighborly now. I'm only talking to people in the passing, and that's about it. Say hi, bye, and that's about it. Because it doesn't mean they're negative. It doesn't mean I got to feed into the negativity. And what I struggle with is the empathy and passion for people. I have a hard time having empathy and passion for people. I've got a lot better with it because how do I know what they're going through? And sometimes people do things just to get responses back. like they want to hurt your feelings or whatever, and that's what they get off on that here. And I'm fine with that because I'm learning not to feed into the negativity, but it is what it is. It's one life, and I'm trying to learn how to live my life better than what it is. And one problem I have, I don't have goals, never had goals. The goal I have now is quit smoking and dipping. I'm working on it. I went a couple days without smoking. I bought two packs of cigarettes. I went a day without smoking. So I'm learning what I'm going through. It's learning that I can handle things better than I used to. And doing this journaling, I'm realizing that my personal journals are negativity, so I got to get away from that and be more positive. Because since I've been doing this, started doing this one, I feel better. But I'm learning is I struggle sometimes keeping the negativity out of my brain. So, but I use Skynet or DeepSeek. I was playing around with it. It's got some good knowledge in it, and it's easier to read it too. So, and it gives you a lot of details of how to do things and stuff like that. Because I'm talking about my spiritual journey that I'm on. Because like I said, I'm on a spiritual journey. I'm learning to have faith in the universe. Faith in the universe. Whatever the universe wants, it's gonna happen. So I'm learning, but learning to have faith in the universe. But I struggle with it, but I'm learning to have faith in the universe. One thing I'm learning, it's my mindset that makes me or breaks me, and a lot of times it breaks me because I don't have the right mindset, and that's where I struggle is with the mindset. But I'm learning the more negative I think, the more negative things are, and if I'm positive, the more positive things are. And like I'm trying to get better, but the one thing I'm working on is I'm pushing too hard sometimes. I'm thinking, as I'm speaking to you, I'm realizing I'm pushing too hard. I'm not just going with it. And sometimes I'm forcing it too much, the spiritual journey. And the more you force it, it's not going to work. It's not going to work if I force my spiritual journey. So I got to go with it and learn as I go. But like I said, I'm grateful I'm going through what I'm going through right now because it's a learning experience. I'm learning that I can handle more than I can. And not like, and where I'm at, I have nobody to talk to, so that's where the journaling comes in handy. And with this, I could look back, and the other one, I could look back and say, "Wow, that's where I was." But I'm learning. It's the mindset, and I struggle with that a lot. But I'm getting better with it. But it takes practice. Practice makes perfect. And one thing I got to figure out what kind of goals I want to, besides just quitting smoking and dipping. Because my whole life, I'm in my 50s, never really had goals. I just did whatever. So I'm learning to have goals, and I really want to get better at editing, and I got to practice editing again. I kind of got away from that, but I want to practice editing. There's things I want, so practice makes perfect. So I got to work on them to get better, but and I got to have set times to do things. Like after this, I'm going to meditate because I feel better since I'm journaling more positively than I was before. So, and this helps. Because like I said, nobody has to like me. I only have to like myself. And I can say I do love myself today, but I have bad days and good days. Everybody has good days and bad days. Like I got bills coming in, I'm fine with that because I'm not the only one going through this. Everybody's going through it. So that's what helps is knowing that I'm not alone going through what I'm going through. There's other people. But the problem is I don't have really nobody to talk to about it. I'm pretty much alone. I have my brother, but I don't bother him because he has his own family. So it's problems. I'm in my brain too much, but not a lot. And what helps is journaling. And digital journaling helps because I can look back and see where I was then and I am now. So, and I write journals sometimes too, but digital journaling helps even more. And I listen to positive books, positive feedback. And now I'm listening to Honor Mind Manual. I listened to it a couple times. I listened to a couple of books I have a couple times, audio books. And I'm going to read later too and meditate because that helps. I'm in a different mindset now. I kind of calmed down. I was getting aggravated, but I'm learning it doesn't pay to be aggravated because it doesn't do anything but makes things worse in your head. So, if anybody gets anything out of this, I hope. If not, I don't know. But it just helps me get better by thinking things through. And it helps me think things through better when I'm talking it out. Even if nobody talks back, sometimes it helps. And one thing I did, I called my peer support line. That helps too. talking to somebody, a spirit sports, having somebody that doesn't know anything what's going on, and you can get a fresh opinion if you explain to them what's going on. So you can get a fresh opinion of what's going on by just somebody else. So the peer sports lines are a big help. I don't use them all the time. I use them when I need them the most. Not even the most. When I need them, I call them because they help. And I don't want to call it if I don't really need to, because there might be somebody needing to call it when I'm calling it when I don't need to, that could use it more than I do. So I wait until I need it before I call, because I don't want to take it from somebody that could really need it. So I call when I need it. But the Pierce Borderlines, he helped too. He was a really good guy. He was helpful. And I'm probably going to go meditate. I calmed down, so this helped. More positive journaling than what I was doing earlier. All right, talk to you later. Bye. I hope somebody gets something out of this.